Hi Creation, it's my great honor to serve as your president this term. Since I assumed this role rather unexpectedly late on Tuesday, I ask for your patience and cooperation as I settle into the role. As the first item of business, I'd like to thank the outgoing leadership team for your amazing contributions to the chapter. All of you are really busy people who volunteer your precious time and effort to serve members. And I know it's not easy to balance the demands of your own businesses with running a chapter and your family lives. So on behalf of all of creation, please accept my heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to you. Secondly, I'm pleased to announce the incoming term's senior leadership team. In addition to me as president, the new secretary-treasurer is Don Lee, and the new membership coordinator is Amy Ng. I will announce the members of the new extended leadership team once I've personally had an opportunity to speak to everyone this weekend. Next, I'd like to paint a picture of my vision for this chapter. The stories I'm going to tell you, some of you know and some of you don't. Before becoming the etiquette consultant that you know me as today, I actually was a corporate employee. I was a human resources manager for 7 years in large corporations in the US and Asia. And my first job in HR was in a food factory. The very first lesson I learned was that to be an effective leader of people, one must build trusting relationships. And in my first week as the new HR manager, I put on my hairnet, I put on my earplugs and my bum cap just like this and wore my steel-toed shoes and went out to the factory floor to meet every employee on every shift. And in total, I talked to 200 employees. From then on, I did a walkabout every day. I got to know everyone and they got to know me. Why? Because that's how I knew what they were thinking and what they were feeling. Celebrate their wins, hear their concerns, and also listen to the challenges they faced. And guess who else did this walk around? The general manager. Nearly every day for nearly every shift, morning, afternoon, and night, he'd be out there talking to the team. Every shift manager, every team leader did this too. And as a management team, we knew and understood that this was the best way to have a pulse on the team and take decisive, appropriate actions when needed to help everyone in the plant perform at their best. So this weekend, I hope you will accept my invitation to speak to me on the phone as I do my first walk around of Creation Chapter. You and I, let's have a candid, honest conversation about your BNI experience because I want to know what's on your mind and in your heart. The second lesson I learned from working in a factory was that to get product out the door, everybody had to work together as a team. From the processing operators who were dumping raw material into the machines to the technicians who were working, with the ovens, baking product, to the packaging guys who were packing product, all the way to the logistics guys who were driving forklifts and putting the product onto trucks. Everybody had a critical role. And as you can see, if there was a failure anywhere in this process, there would be a chain reaction that affected everything and everybody else. And the same is true for this chapter. Everybody is important, including you. Every interaction you have with the member is going to add to the teamwork or take away from the teamwork. Every interaction you have with a guest is going to add to their experience of BNI or take away from their experience of BNI. And as inevitably happens in a factory, there will be breakdowns, and that's okay. My philosophy is let's talk about it openly. Let's work the problem, not the people. Let's be creative and just take massive action to fix things so we can be the best that we can be. The other thing I learned by working in a factory was that when we are clear about our goals, we're all bought into them, and we are working together, amazing things can happen. So in the North American supply chain of General Mills, which is where I worked, there were more than 70 factories all through North America. And one of the plants that I joined actually was in the bottom 10. We were close to being closed actually by the headquarters. It was that bad. But with a committed leadership team that was wanting to help turn it around, with everybody in the plant doing their job to the best of their ability, with everyone pulling together in the same direction, in an environment of trust, in 2 years, we went from being in the bottom 10 to the top 10 out of more than 70 plants. I mean, it was an amazing thing to be a part of and to witness. And I share this experience to let you know that we can do better. Yeah? My point is not that creation is horrible. We're not by a long shot. We're doing okay, but we can do better as long as we work together as a team. Now, my wish is to lead creation to higher performance. And it's not because I was told to do it, and it's not to boost BNI metrics, and it's not to make myself look good, okay? That's not why I chose to become president. But I chose to become president because I'm a business owner like you, and I want to grow my business. I was attracted to BNI because of the promise that I could work with like-minded people who would help me improve myself, to help me mature as a business person, and to grow my revenues. And so I ask you, did you want the same things as me? Did you join for the same reasons? Now, I've been a BNI Creation member for 4 years. 4 years, guys. And I've stayed this long because there are talented professionals in our group. There are committed people in our group. I know that if we work together to achieve a common goal, the possibilities for each one of us can be amazing. So I ask you this, what are your possibilities? What do you imagine for yourself? What do you imagine for your business? And let's work together as a team to create a BNI chapter that helps you achieve your goals and dreams. Let's work together to create opportunities that excite you as an individual, that motivate you as a business owner, and that get you excited to be a part of BNI Creation. Let's create the possibility you want for yourself. So with that, I look forward to serving you. I have an open door policy. So if you have wins that you want to celebrate, if you have challenges that you face, if you have concerns, please come and talk to me. Because as you can see from my experience in HR, this is how I grew up professionally. I believe teams based on courtesy, respect, and massive action. So with that, thank you very much for hearing my message. And I wish you and your families a very happy Mid-Autumn Festival. And I look forward to connecting with you individually on the phone sometime this weekend. Bye.